Well, the Initiative Training Day is certainly a positive step. However, we would be remiss if we simply focused on that. What Starbucks is addressing is a symptom of a broader ill in the community, and that in the U.S. That is, and that is structural anti-black racism, white supremacy that permeates the American society. And there's a consensus that exists that black bodies represent a threat that either ought to be controlled or extinguished. So there's no, it's not an accident.
When incidents,
yes, go ahead.
When incidents like these happen, what do you say to black communities?
Oh, well, black communities are all too familiar with these incidents. We are under threat constantly, whether we're barbecuing in the backyard or trying to wait for a meeting in a Starbucks. So it's critical, that's why this moment is so critical, that we ought to utilize it to educate the larger American public of the nature of white supremacy, the nature of anti-black racism. There's a consensus that exists in the United States concerning the threat of black bodies. That's why you see, for example, the Starbucks worker could pick up the phone and call the police, and the police could come right away because it was a black person that they were coming to arrest. So we see here where Starbucks and the police, they all respond to the same stimuli, that is the threat of the black body. And it's not just within Starbucks. If we look at the case of our sister, Shakisha Clemens in Alabama, where Waffle House called the police on her and the police came and wrestled her to the ground. If we look at the even more lethal examples, John Howard, who in Ohio, in the Walmart store, he picked up a BB gun as a shopper, and the police was called on him, and the police came in and killed him. So this is a life or death situation for black people. That's why we need to take it beyond simply symptomatic notions of bias training and look at core issues of white supremacy, anti-black racism, and start to tackle those. And if Starbucks were to take the lead in getting to the core, I think they would serve the larger American society far better than simply bias training, however laudable bias training is for their 8,000 or 175,000 employees.
And aren't you disappointed that it's 2018 and we're still talking about race? I mean, how would you tackle it? What needs to be done?
No, it's not so much disappointed as that if we understand that this represents a broader problem in American society, whether we're talking about the media, the education system, in our politics, we see that America has not fully dealt with its history of slavery, its history of genocide, and until the United States deals with these issues across all its institutions, we will continue to see these occurrences that have taken place, and they're amplified by the technology that we have today. Everybody has a camera on their phone, so they can document these different instances throughout the country where black bodies are being brutalized, black people are being subjugated. So until the United States as a country fully deals with its history of white supremacy, we'll continue to see these, and we'll continue to have these shows where these symptoms pop up throughout the country.